I just want to get this out of the way real quick. The YouTube experience, um, for people is a very new and different dynamic now, with the intense level of real-time crossover between different channels, and that being both the most successful format but also the most contested format. It's all the interconnectivity, it's all become very personal, right? You've got a personal relationship with your content creator because of their real-time ability. You don't get that in television at all. There's no feedback from the device giving you the media, right? Back in the day, if you watched television and you hated what the sitcom said, you had to write a letter. Now you don't have to write a letter. You don't have to have a strongly worded letter to the editor about how displeased you were and how you were informed and or entertained. You can just write it right there. You can build connections, break connections, the trolling in real time. Um, that is doing more to destroy the art form of of cinema and theater, lectures, like anything that in YouTube that's working on that level of personal. It's so focused on building that crowd that it can it will just your judgment will just eventually go to, you found your niche, and your whole judgment will go into that niche. Maybe most people that are making content like this, that is ultimately what they want. Um, you know, because when you've got the traction, when you've got the success, when you've got the support, when you got the encouragement to do it, and there's plenty of benefits in doing that, you're going to do it, right? People like me, I don't even want that experience. I'm just trying to talk to you about stuff that I know that you don't know, that is important. But you have to be able to hear my message. And that requires listening on a level that um, the shallow passerby doesn't appreciate. I become an aesthetic interest instead of an important figure in my gnosis. And as an aesthetic interest, I'm not that important to people that look at me that way, because they can get someone else to fill in their points for, okay, do I have a cool Viking friend? Or a cool, like, rock star friend? And do you trade out your Viking for an upgrade Viking? This Viking is outmoded. This Viking doesn't play the commands like I want them to. The Forest King moves on, and you don't realize that you won the game by losing the approval of the Forest King. And the Forest King will come in the form of your deity. I wonder whose deities my enemies are really kneeling to.